Well, cash-strapped Pakistan's economy is in doldrums, and the data suggests that the economy has failed to achieve any of the targets it set for this year. And these are testing times for the Shehbaz Sharif government, which is announcing the budget for 2023-24. Now, sources in the Pakistan government suggest that there will be no increase in duties on import of essential items. Custom duties could see a reduction on the non-localized heavy commercial vehicles. Income tax exemption might be extended for 1 year, that is up to 30th of June. Industrialization and investment will be encouraged. The budget might include incentives for agriculture sector, energy efficiency and conservation will also see a special mention. As we said, the budget comes at a time when Pakistan's economy is in a poor state. The GDP growth rate crashed to 0.3% in 2022. The report added that the flood damages and rehabilitation will cost Pakistan's GDP worth $14.9 billion and $16.3 billion respectively. The country's per capita income stood at $1,568 in 2023. Compared to $1,765 in 2021. That's largely due to the weaker Pakistan rupee, lower GDP growth and rising population. Inflation, a major headache for the average Pakistani, continued to be very high in 2022. The urban and rural core inflation in 2022 stood at 16% and 20% respectively. This was way more than the 7.8 urban and 8.6 rural inflation recorded in 2021. Pakistan's Finance Minister Ishaq Dar blamed the Imran Khan government for the ballooning current account deficit, which shows that imports are more in value than exports. The fiscal deficit, he said, stood at 5.8% in 2018, but reached 7.9% by 2022 when the Shehbaz Sharif government took over. A rising current account deficit is an indication that the country is unable to pay its import bills. And well, for the very latest on this, we are now being joined by Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik. And well, Anas, a union budget amidst a deep economic crisis, pressure from international creditors. What's it going to be like? Tell us more.
Well, Bhairavi, Pakistan's inflation currently stands at about 29.5% as per the budget document, and the expenditure, or we're looking at the expenditure increase over the past 1 year at about 30% because of the rupee devaluation. Right now in this budget document, which is yet to be tabled, but what sources tell us that the highest increase in the budget document that has been given is to the defense budget, and the rest is about between 10 to 15% to other ministries. Now, if you look at the cost of inflation or the cost of living, in the past 1 year, there has been a 52% increase in petroleum prices, a 32% increase in electricity prices, and a 30% increase in fares, in basic fares. We're looking at this budget being presented for about 14.7 trillion Pakistani rupees, out of which 9.2 trillion the government aims at collecting through direct taxes and the other 2.8 through indirect taxation. Now, what is also interesting, the salient feature document that came through is that the 0.6% taxation on cash withdrawals is back. Cash withdrawals above 50% are now taxed, and a total of 0.6% of tax is to be given. Now, it is looked at as an IMF budget, a closer to IMF budget, and not an election budget. Remember, this is an election year, and despite of that, this is largely, this budget document, which is to be tabled in a short while from now by the Finance Minister Ishaq Dar, it will largely be seen as a document that is more going towards the IMF, because Pakistan's economic needs are there, economic conditions are there, that it needs the IMF quite desperately. Bhairavi?
Right, absolutely, Anas. Thanks very much indeed for joining us with the very latest there. Pakistan certainly in need of that IMF bailout.